Our peripheral nerves are bundles of axons that are surrounded by connective tissue coverings, and this includes something that should feel really familiar if thinking about muscle. We have endoneurium, perineurium, and epineurium. Endoneurium is covering an individual axon and its myelin sheath. Perineurium is covering a bundle of axons called a fascicle. And epineurium is covering the whole nerve, whole peripheral nerve together, which includes blood vessels. Most nerves are mixed. They contain axons that have all types of neurons. They have somatic and visceral, both afferent and efferent. Looking again at our peripheral nerve structure, endoneurium is the innermost layer surrounding our individual nerve fibers, or axons within the nerve, and these are reticular fibers providing structural support and protection. The perineurium is the middle layer, and this is a dense layer of connective tissue that surrounds bundles of nerve fibers, which are called fascicles, and it has more flattened cells, and these are called perineural cells. And then epineurium is the outermost covering. It's tough. It's the most fibrous layer of connective tissue surrounding the entire nerve. We would call this dense, irregular connective tissue. And this is giving structural support and protection to the full nerve and also contains vessels, blood vessels that supply nutrients to the nerve. Our nerves will be different sizes and also will then send nerve signals in different velocities or speeds. And the velocity of conduction will depend on the diameter of the axon and the degree of myelination of the nerve. The larger the diameter and the more heavily myelinated, the faster the conduction speed is. There are different fibers that we've named, and they are actually used to transmit different types of information. Type A fibers are the largest in diameter, and these are the most myelinated, and they have the fastest conduction velocity. We can see there are subtyped here, and we can kind of associate them with different sensory functions or motor functions below. We'll see them used a lot for proprioception and fine touch, as well as for skeletal muscle contraction. There are also type B nerve fibers, which aren't necessarily displayed on this slide. They're smaller in diameter and they're myelinated and they have more of an intermediate velocity. This is more for our visceral afferent neurons or preganglionic autonomic neurons. And then we have type C nerve fibers, which are typically unmyelinated and smaller in diameter. And they're really for kind of some sensory functions like crude touch or pain and or temperature, more aching, slow pain. They're also found in our postganglionic autonomic neurons.